Hey guys, Mr. Manklin here doing our student tip of the week. Last week I talked about perseverance and how to overcome any obstacle that might come your way. This week I'd like to talk about self-control. Self-control of your child. Self-control is one of those characteristics that your child may not naturally be born with. It is a learned trait. Not every kid can naturally just stay still. How we reinforce self-control here at Taekwondo is by doing our statue game. Especially in our Little Tigers class, we start out every class doing our focus statue game, staying still. It is a learned trait, something that you have to consistently reinforce and to work with your child. It's not just naturally inherited to a kid to be able to stand still or be able to stop themselves from playing a video game or watching a show that they may not be supposed to watch. A couple ways that you can reinforce this at home is understanding boundaries and reinforcing boundaries with your child. I remember at my house we had the wailing wall. We had a corner where our timeout corner was, and most of the time we would be crying and we would have to stick our nose in the corner and go on timeout. As we got older and we saw the wall, you could see exactly how old I was and where I was at, and you could see the tear marks from me crying being put on timeout, and it would slowly get a little bit taller as I got older. With that being said, a lot of it was that motion of me actually being put out a timeout when I did something wrong. I always wanted to test my boundaries. I wasn't trying to be bad, but I wanted to see how far I could push my limits. And when I did push that limit, there was a defining line that my parents made that made me stop and rethink about my actions. I think that's very important to reinforce with your child, is setting up those boundaries and those parameters of, you played this video game too long, I asked you to turn it off, you didn't do it, there's a consequence to that action. As they get older, those little moments of time out and reflection on what they did wrong will help them later on in life to help control themselves. So it's a work in progress, and I know a lot of parents do get frustrated with their child's not doing or responding to the way that you see them do in class. Well, it's just reinforcing it. A lot of times they're testing your patience, and you have to have self-control and be able to reinforce the rules. So let me encourage you as a parent to set those boundaries, make clear of your action, and follow through with it. A lot of times our kids can kind of talk their way out of the situation. No, if you told them no, no means no. Do not negotiate with them, and have them go out on timeout and reflect on what they did wrong. After that, they can reevaluate the situation and they will start to control themselves. Hope this tip helps. Hope you have a great week.